Alright, here we are with Ravnica, Dogs in the Guild Pact, Season 1, Episode 2.
I am Ian, our referee, and to my left we have...
Peter playing Aegis, who's Boros Legion Demir thing.
Wow, Peter, was that your first... Okay. I'm playing Kuro Kagamaro, an enforcer for the Orzhov Syndicate.
I'm Nicole, playing Gato of the Cult of Rakdos.
Okay. So, last we left off, you guys had finished up a gruel attack on the Undercity. You learnt the sergeant, your sergeant of your little area, you're broken into teams of...
We're back.
So, the sergeant, who is in charge of you three, your team, as well as a few other teams in this office area. He is a Luxodon. His name is Vogus. He's known around the office as kind of a sweetheart. He's just a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. Often find him with a nose in a book, just reading things. He's full of random tidbits of knowledge and just fun facts. He's just...
His nose in a book, just like his
Giant
tongue, just like,
nose.
he's like, I can't trying to read without getting his nose in
Bigger
a book.
books!
It is quite funny seeing him reading small books, as he is fairly large, being a Luxodon. Yeah, he says to you all, good job on that gruel case. We have learnt that it is a merfolk responsible for sending those men there. And he appears, they've described him wearing a bronze mask of a screaming man. It's like, it looks like a screaming man mask. Yeah, beyond that, they don't seem to have any more intel on this merfolk. We have other teams looking into it. Thank you for your hard work.
Huh. Do you figure it's, I think they're called Simic?
Could be a Simic.
Considering they're like mer people.
Yes. There are merfolk in other guilds too, but we are reaching out to the Simic as they might know of someone. And we are reaching out to a few of the crafters to see if anyone has made or knows of anyone who's made this bronze mask or masks of that like. Yes, we are following up on quite a number of leads.
Cool.
And we have another job for you three. A little bit different this time. Less physical, hopefully. Give you a break, because we don't want to overwork our employees here. We gotta look after you.
Aren't you a sweetheart?
Let me know if you need anything. You need a day off here or there. I'll put in a good word.
Barely broke a sweat last time.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yep. Teams of three helps stronger. Big scenarios, we can use more people, but it seems to be good. We don't let people go off alone anymore. That never seemed to work. I didn't like it. It was so lonely. But yeah. Okay. We have tell of some illicit members are smuggling in some aether.
A what?
Aether. It's liquid
Aether.
magic.
Aether.
Aether. It's
Someone
liquid
told me
magic.
speech impediment.
I was clarifying.
You know.
No.
I'm sure you Rakdos, you know all about ether. Ether in the world can be used for many things. It is literally liquid magic. If you throw it, it does a random, depending upon the potency of the vial of liquid ether. It's, anything can happen from it causes an explosion to nothing happens to flowers grow to the wall turns into a tomato, to, the wall turns into a bird. All sort, like, anything. It's used to make drugs. It's used to make explosive. It's a MacGuffin device. And it ranges in potency from really weak. Ether is literally, an Aetherborn's blood is really weak, diluted Aether, to super strong, pure Aether, which one vial does almost anything you want it to do if refined properly.
Who are the Is it again?
The Illicit are the steampunky technical guys who build things, so they do deal with ether a lot. In the fact that they use it to power their machines, they use it to create new machines, all sorts of things. You, again, as characters in this world, you know that it is heavily regulated, and you can buy it from stores in diluted amounts, and if you have the right permits, you can buy it in better and better quantities, because again, it can be used for almost anything. However, you know that, as Vogus is saying, it tends to be smuggled in a lot of places in more concentrated quantities, and yeah.
Fuck the police.
We're the police.
Yeah.
We're the Pope.
So Vogus gives you the address of an area where the intel has said that some smugglers have been seen around with large boxes, and he assumes it's high concentrated aether.
Oh, so this is just an assumption.
Yes.
Could be anything.
It could be anything. They assume it's aether, as that's the most common thing to smuggle around. But
I'll take the bust some crates open.
yeah.
Well,
Wouldn't that be a
Gently.
really bad idea? Yeah. It's
Well-
like that entire district is fucked now. Thanks.
well, don't smash it, just open, crack it open. There we go.
Time to gently lift the lid on this crate.
Time for a warehouse raid.
All right. Do we want to walk in all sneaky or just smash in the joint?
Well, we could case the joint first, all sneaky like, and proceed from there.
Okay. I'm not super great at sneaking. I mean, I'm not terrible at it, but ding 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 ding. Awesome.
Take some wool.
No.
Okay then, let's go. We go follow the lead.
Okay, you guys leave the main building. You walk through the streets for a while and find yourself at semi-abandoned part of town. It's run down. There's not a lot of people milling about here.
Okay. So we're looking for smugglers, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get a page on my message stone.
Okay.
Whoa, 1 second. I know someone in the area we can talk to.
Okay.
I'll start walking in a direction, expecting you to follow.
I mean, we know where their warehouse is.
You don't want information beforehand?
Well, let's see what Kuro has.
All right.
I'll head over to a bar.
Okay.
Somebody I know in the area, probably an unaligned guildsman guy. It's just kind of the local information monger.
Yep. You show up at the bar. You see him sitting at a table.
He's a goblin.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a goblin sitting at a table. He's a little portly. He's grown a little since you've last seen him.
Yeah.
He seems to be getting comfortable as he has his thumb on this area a little better than maybe he should. So he's growing comfortable in his stance here.
Hey,
He's growing fat and complacent.
Hello.
I got your page.
Yes. it seems you are investigating my neck of the woods.
Would seem that. Sit down next to him. I don't introduce you two because it's just how I roll. Figure you'll take care of that. I'm not your goddamn butler.
The goblin turns to look at the two of you.
We're work buddies.
I Riker maneuver into a chair again.
Just nods. So, what brings you?
We want to know about aether smuggling in the area.
There's a few goblins, other goblins, and they've been working on something. Not quite sure what it is, but they're causing not enough of a ruckus. You know, when goblins start working, things start blowing up, noises are made, fires are started. It's typical construction in the illicit industry.
If you say so.
But these guys, it's all very hush-hush. And I don't like that way of doing business. If you can't see the chaos out in the open, it doesn't bode well for people.
I looked at you two, look back at him. Anything about a warehouse sound familiar?
Yeah, just down the way here. There's only ever one guard on the door. His name's Was. He's a odd little goblin, but decent guardsman. Daxor is the leader of that group, though. He'll be inside the building.
Do you two got any questions?
How trigger happy are they?
That's a good one.
Not very. They're not known for their violence. They're mostly just a bunch of mechanics, and Daxor is an engineer. But they're not. They might get a little rowdy, but they don't ever start no fights around here.
Alright, yeah, I don't really know what to say to these guys. Well, this guy.
I guess we'll go in and take care of the problem then.
You know?
Alright, I'll look it up.
Oh, I should say, be careful of of Daxor. He's a weird.
A weird, or is he weird?
He's a weird. It's a race.
Ah.
Weirds are an inhuman race of... Think of an Aetherborn, but broken out of their shell, more or less.
Kind of like an elemental?
Yeah, they're almost an elemental-y sort of race. Yeah.
Maybe that's why they need the ether. Maybe, I don't know, something, he's sick and needs it to not die.
What do you know?
Could be. I know weirds tend to run on ether, but shouldn't need that high level of concentrate. But who knows? Who knows? They could be, as I say, I think they're building something from what I've seen.
Super curious.
So, in Ravnica, are weirds fine and illegal, or are they like sorts of weird abominations?
No, they're totally, they're
Okay.
a common,
Okay.
I shouldn't say common, but they are a race, and they're weird. They're a weird race. Like,
Yeah.
they don't always have fully humanoid forms. They don't fully
Okay.
have shape. But no, they're completely legal races of creatures that wander and walk around.
It'd be pretty fucked up if they were illegal for existing.
I mean, it could be like, oh, like some sort of aetherborns break themselves, they achieve more power, and then they like siphon more aether into themselves to like fuel themselves on, like, a lich or something like that.
That's fair.
Dubious legality at times. But no, they're fine, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay. Huh.
I'll throw a picture in the Discord here.
Alright.
So.
I'll get up and I'll leave.
Okay.
What's this goblin bitch's name?
This guy?
Yeah.
Your contact? You can call him... Oh, what's a good goblin name? Pause for a sec.
Yeah, sure. Oh my god. We're back.
Yeah, the goblin's name is Plowk.
Pluck?
Plowk. P-L-A-L-K.
Okay.
Plowk.
That's in the notes, right?
Nicole's putting it in her notes.
Uh,
I'll put it in notes too.
Good, good, good.
Okay. Yeah. You guys leave the bar.
that's
Alright.
a name.
It's very goblin-y
It's hard
name.
to say without.
Pluck. I was leaving the bar, commenting on the name.
Alright. We should go then, right?
Yes. Do we just go into the front door, say we're the authority, and demand their papers?
Is that how we do it?
I don't know, should we?
I mean, I'm all for crashing into the place. Maybe, yeah. We don't really know what we're walking into, but, we're all born to die.
Well, worst case scenario would be a giant explosion, probably take half of this district, but
It'd be pretty funny.
I suppose it would be. I mean, not for us and not for many people, but in the bigger scope of things. Okay, so we walk to the front door of the warehouse.
You see a goblin holding you see a goblin sitting there just on a chair. Seems to be playing solitaire in front of himself. You notice a massive tower shield on his, strapped to his back. Yeah. This is Was.
Alright. Hey. You said we're gonna just walk right in, right?
Yep.
That's what we just... Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Puts his cards down. Yes.
You need to leave.
He stands up, kind of moves his little card table off to one
No,
side.
no, keep that in front of you.
Puts it down. Why do I need to leave?
Because we're gonna go and bust that place. I take out my deck of cards.
Bust it for what? We haven't done anything wrong, and who are you? You haven't shown me any badges. You haven't
I'll,
shown...
using the dorset of my hand, gesture under to my
Orzhov?
Orzhov pin. And to probably some sort of pin just nearby that also says that I'm police.
But capital elite pin.
I'm the authorities, which means no one has any rights if I say they don't. And everyone's a criminal.
Just kind of looks at you. And he goes,
I mean, it's nice that other people admit that that's how they work.
well then.
Alright.
And he kind of he bangs.
Before he starts doing that,
Yeah.
deck of cards.
Yes.
We're gonna play for it.
Very well.
Just
He
Okay.
moves the card table
Challenging
over.
the game with
and he-
Gwent, guys. You guys didn't bring your Gwent decks? You're not going to play Two-Headed Giant?
No, I brought my realm deck.
Yeah, and he starts shuffling some cards. And we're going to have a conflict.
Aw, man. Non-violent, non-physical, dickheads.
Time to get all those
Do you want to pause while we
advancements.
roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So how do we determine who goes first?
Initiative, so he goes first.
All right.
So he's going to play a card and hit you with a 10.
Oh. All right. So yeah, he can't attack in his first phase unless he's running a haystack, is he?
No.
Okay, perfect. So he's probably setting stuff up, and if I counter it, I'll drop some land, drop a gem hide sliver, and then I can use the gem, and then I can start prepping my mana gain early and show that I'm running a sliver deck.
Ooh.
So it's like gem hide sliver, land, mana. I have some free costless artifacts like Ornithopter that I also just drop onto the field.
Okay. Okay. Well played. Are you countering?
I'm going to throw a 3 at him. And in the next phase of the game, I'm going to use the Gemhide Sliver, and that sliver lets you pull from your deck to launder out a few more onto the field and get more mana up. So I'm a couple turns ahead of him.
Okay, okay.
He has to be a 3.
He has to be the 3?
Yeah.
He will just match it. With
Oh,
his...
right. When you match, you keep it for your next
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
Do you want to take that back?
Yeah. So instead, I'll throw a 6 at him.
He can still match it with his 8.
Then he doesn't have his 8.
No, he
He has a
keeps it.
single 8.
But
It's a
it'll
single.
force him to use it the turn he keeps it.
No.
It
Yeah.
says you have to. It says you.
Oh,
use
you
it
have.
next
on his
I see.
raise.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ah. Alright.
It could be.
Okay.
It could have been interpreted.
Yeah. So you're hitting me with 7,
6.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do that. He'll use his 8 to counter, and you see him. He'll play Force of Will, showing a blue, which
I'm so out of touch.
counters your Gemhide Sliver, so you can't pull it out. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so he counters it, and then using his 8, he'll use a 12, and he'll start dropping some artifact equipment.
Oh, shit. 9. Alright, I'll blow all my dice. 7, 8. 9,
That's
12.
so that's 12. Yeah, you just
4
get it.
consequences. And I will. Is he using multiples of one card?
Yeah.
I'll use land to throw out extirpate and wipe them out of his deck.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, time spiral, baby. Alright, so we've got a few phases. This isn't like turn to turn. This is like, you know,
Yeah,
we're in the
yeah,
middle
no,
of it.
this
we
is-
taking
this is-
damage and stuff.
Yeah, the game has gone.
Okay, well, I'm out of dice, so I need to escalate. So, I'll like just be like, this game is not going my way. It's time to make things a little more interesting. And I'll take a bottle of fuel out of my pocket and pour it all around us and light it on fire. So now there's a ring of fire creeping in towards us. So the longer it takes for us to make a decision about a turn, the closer we are to burning to death. I am estimating this to a physical combat.
Well done.
But not violence, just
Yeah.
physical,
It's
non-violent.
non-violent. Yeah.
Now we're going to burn to death.
Okay.
Because that's how I roll. Which means I get to throw my body in. Alright, and I'm also going to do a few other things while I do that. Like, while I'm doing it, I'm also going to rip my shirt off.
Yeah.
It's like, you are dealing with an enforcer of Horzov. We never go down half-assed. And yeah, I'll be like,
Yeah.
burning determination.
Nice. Just getting ready. He's just kind of staring at you, still shuffling his cards a little bit, like
Like, uh-oh.
looking at the other two of you as you guys just watch this weird battle of cards and
Yeah, I
fire.
start laughing when he lights everything on fire. That's awesome.
Alright.
I
All right.
My fire extinguisher.
I got a battle
Okay.
order going.
Okay.
My biceps are all like...
You went into physical, so he will also roll. He can add his body.
I mean, if he wants to go to physical, he can.
He will.
If he wants to take it to that place.
So Yeah, seeing you go crazy, he goes, okay, I'm in this. And he just sits down and he kind of pulls that tower shield a little closer to him, using it to guard his back from the fire.
Alright, so I think it's my raise because I defended last, right?
Yep, you raise.
Okay, well then I'll just open this.
There we go.
Jesus Christ, he has dice.
He used
Feel
his
free
tower
to aid me
shield.
whenever.
He used his tower shield.
9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, I'll throw 14 at him.
Okay.
As I'll take out, as after I do all that, I'll do my play of starting a ludicrous side deck of using Kolfinor's Plans, which is that thing where you start to dump your deck into the out-of-bounds zone, and the out-of-bounds zone becomes your hand.
Okay.
All sorts of black mana, man.
Would you hit him with a 14?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, he's gonna take a hit on that.
Okay.
And this is physical and
D6.
yeah, D6. So there we go. Yeah, he'll take a hit on that. As his life points go down, he starts to scramble through his hand, looking for some cards.
Fire getting
And-
closer to us.
He'll play a creature and equip some of his equipment to it.
Table
and
cracking as I
swing
crunch it.
for a big hit, hitting you with an 11.
Peter's coming on in. I
mean,
shoot him.
You said that you wanted help.
Oh Christ, right? I need help so bad.
He's swinging 11 at you.
Alright, I got 11 coming at me.
Okay, so I guess Idio's going to, seeing that, his body's here going down in flames, step in with a non-physical, non-violent approach of him being also sneaky, and, pockets, a good card from the opponent's deck, so he won't be able to play it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's 11 coming, then I'm going to burn 3 more of my dice to do an 11.
Okay.
So I can get my consequences.
Are you defending for me?
Yes.
I think yeah, you can.
I think it's technically going to give one die though, so let's double check that. Because there are rules for aiding.
Yeah.
It's a Magic the Gathering game,
In a Magic the Gathering game.
right?
We're so meta.
Okay, I guess we should pause while we're looking this up.
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna donate a die to me?
Yes, I'm going to give you my 6. Let's have it.
So you pocket one of his cards.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, it's into your deck.
I'll throw out one of my 5s.
Okay.
And that means it's just neutral.
Yep. Then it's your raise.
Alright. Okay, as we're getting closer to the end, I feel, I'm going to hit him as hard as I can with a 12 as I pull out the Sliver Overlord. And with all the different artifact slivers I have and stuff, I've wandered through Gemhide powers, and there's a second sliver that gives you mana as well. So you can actually double up and have 8 mana on the field, so every sliver gives 2 mana when you tap or whatever, and just drop the Overlord and start token generating, because he has haste, obviously.
Yep. Okay.
Can you truly match the power of Orzhov Syndicate?
12. Yeah, 12.
Did I hit the 12 already, Peter? Did you see that happen?
You have not.
Okay, good. I don't want
12. Holy smokes. So that's that. No. Let's not do that one. Let's do 3, 6, 10, 12. You have to do 4 dice there, so there we go. He takes a bunch of hits from that, and he's gonna go, hey, I see the two of you. I see both of you. You back off. This is a 1v1 game. And he's gonna swing again with his big, beefy creature who's got all these artifacts on him. And he's gonna throw a 7 at both of you.
Me?
No, both of them.
Okay.
Because
So, like,
he sees
Yeah.
Aegis slowly moving up.
I'll let him, I'll use my creatures to let them defend en masse so they all start dying off.
Yeah.
I won't even regenerate them. I'll leave my mana completely untapped.
Okay.
Okay, I'll match his 7, saying that now we're here together, we're a team. And...
We're officers of the law. We always have each other's back.
Yeah.
No matter what one of us does.
You wanna finish him up?
Oh, is that a thing?
And then I'll reveal you spent so much time worrying about your creatures and my overrun, you didn't pay attention to me giving you poison counters. And I'll hit him with 6.
Nice.
And win the game.
Yeah. He's gonna basically go, fine. You may enter.
GG.
Well, he shakes your hand.
Stamping out some of the fire.
Yeah, he uses his tower shield to pat it down.
You have to sneak in on them.
Oh, yes.
The fire
Sorry.
away, put it in my pocket.
Alright, I'll get up, collect my sideboard, put that all away.
Oh, what consequence did you have?
I took 4 dice, 44 worth of consequence. I gotta handle all that.
No. What consequence did you have from previous?
Oh, I wasn't that strong.
Oh, because
Right.
this is the next conflict.
Yeah, so it's now been wiped away.
It's wiped away.
I'm drunk with power.
So, you guys both roll your consequences because it might have relevance in this next fight.
I rolled 2
I got a max 8. But I also got a 1, so I got an advance.
Also,
There you go.
I got 2 1s and a 4. So minor.
5. So each of you take a growth.
Yep.
Pause for a sec.
Yeah. My permanent loss is, I'm not fast enough to put the fires out, so, my cards get stitched. I'm like, oh, these aren't street legal anymore. I'll just throw them in the trash.
It's fair.
I guess I'll lower my Legion training for this.
For this
encounter.
round.
Yeah.
And what did you raise?
I'm thinking about it.
You raise your sneakiness because you used that.
I might. Will be universally applicable to many things.
Universally applicable. You piece
Wow. How to game the game.
Yeah. I guess I'll get a new trait that I'm maybe intimidating.
Okay. Creating a 1d6 trait.
Alright, that was good. Conflict.
Well done. Well done.
XP.
And D10's the cap
For
dice type.
yeah.
Are they?
Yep.
Yep, D10s are the max. In certain modified games, it could potentially go up to D12, but by default it doesn't.
No.
Alright, we're gonna be able to sneak in without the guard raising an alarm.
Okay.
I feel like no one's praising me for my good job.
Do you need constant validation?
The Screamer Pillar.
What?
It's a Simpsons reference. The Screamer Pillar is a endangered caterpillar they find in their backyard, and Homer wants to kill it, but instead their backyard becomes a nature preserve. And they learn fun facts about the Screamer Pillar. It's a big red caterpillar that always screams and cries. And they're going through the Screamer Pillar needs constant validation or it will die. It is also sexually attracted to fire.
Well,
And then Homer kills it and buries it.
Makes sense.
it's better this way. Forever.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we should pause. Okay, we're back.
Yeah, you guys open the door and sneak in.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay, opening the door, it's a large warehouse-like building, with a balcony overlooking the main floor. You see piled up in one side is some shelves with a bunch of different crates and boxes and all sorts of things. And working in the main floor, you see 2 goblins and a human. One of the goblins has a bunch of things strapped to him, and the human and other goblin seem to be working on it. It looks almost like a big power suit of sorts. But it looks much too big for this goblin. It's like this goblin's like trying to fit in it and trying to finagle. Like while he's inside, he's helping them test things, but it's too big and it keeps like pinching him or moving him in weird ways, and he's definitely getting injured inside this thing. Because it's not designed for him, clearly.
Okay, so should we just talk with them? Use a reward magic?
Right? I don't know, you two can... I just led the last scene. What about you two?
Are there any of the boxes that are open, so we can confirm the goods?
None of the boxes are open that you can see. You do see some vials beside the people where they're working, but you have no way of knowing exactly what's in it, or if it is a ether, you don't know how potent it is, like whether it's registered or not.
Okay, then I guess we'll just go in towards them. This is the capital elite. I need to go and see your permits.
The human and goblin working on this mecha suit stop, and they're what's going on? How did you get in here? How the goblin inside the suit like starts flailing and turning and twisting him. Boss.
So much for sneaking in.
Did we say we're going to sneak in?
No, we just said we were gonna walk in, so.
Yeah? We're following the plan.
You see from up above the balcony a door opens, and this weird walks out, or kind of like flows out. They don't really walk. Their body being almost liquid-like energy, and in a humanoid shape, covered in mechanical and odd, almost steampunk-esque devices all over his body. He walks down, or he jumps off the balcony and just kind of glides down to land beside the two workers, or the three workers. Two workers and the guy inside the suit. And he says, "What seems to be the problem here, officers?"
Well, we're here to investigate, a potential illegal activity. We need to, check your goods, check your permits, see what everything adds up.
Yeah, of course. Please feel free to look around.
Okay.
Let's start opening boxes.
Yeah, let's start opening them.
Okay, you guys start opening boxes, and he starts handing out some permits. Looks like everything's pretty good. Yeah.
Is there like a back room and stuff?
Like looking around, you guys, you're cops, you're investigative.
Yeah.
You looking around, you start like kind of tapping on some of the boxes to see if there's false bottoms or stuff and different things. And you notice one of the shelves is a little thicker, and you kind of nudge it and it pops open, and there's a shelf full of high potency ether in there. Ether. Whatever.
Can I
Yeah.
pocket some of this without people noticing?
Are you sneaky?
I mean, the system doesn't really have a thing to stop me from saying yes, you can. So yes, you can if you want to.
So we stuck in pocket, sis.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't really care if like the criminals see it, like I kind of do, but I more care if like these guys see it.
Yeah.
'Cause, they're
I mean,
cops.
if you want, I guess you could say you start a conflict, and what would it be? It would be a conflict.
Non-physical.
Be non-physical, non-violent, and then you can roll that, and I'll have them to roll non-physical, non-violent, and any kind of, if they have anything that allows them to listen or hear,
Are we rolling to see if she does something wrong?
Yeah.
I choose to fail.
You choose to fail?
I choose to fail. I don't
Okay.
Oh.
You,
I don't
okay.
care.
No,
You let
that's
her pocket
fair.
some. I also pocket some.
Okay. So
I actually would like to know. I would like to know if
There.
you pocket some actually.
The royal's
Because-
crown strikes again.
Not so that he can't have it, but so that I know that he's doing crime stuff. Because
I mean, we could always say, oh,
that's
maybe
true.
we exchange, meaningful glances.
yeah, like if you're
No.
fine with me knowing, then I'm fine with you knowing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Prisoner's dilemma.
So the two of you exchange glances as a few vials go missing, and you're oblivious,
I'm
looking
not paying
over.
attention.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. You're looking over some notes and
Mm.
checking some other boxes, and as the two of you pocket a few, and then I assume.
We confront the person. Well, so are there any permits for some high potency aether? They showing off this with my hand on the rest of them.
The weird looks. I don't know where that came from. That wasn't here. That it's not mine.
Did we have pictures of them bringing stuff in?
Yeah, you can have.
Right? Because I
Some
think the guy
evidence.
showed us.
Yeah.
So like,
you
can we
have-
like show pictures and it's like them or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, well, this says otherwise.
I don't know what you're talking about. That could be any quantity of ether in there. It's who knows it's these bottles. I'm not telling you how to do your jobs.
Hey,
What are you building?
we all know what's going on here. Why bother lying to us about it? Doesn't that hurt your own self-image?
Hey, I'm just trying to do a day's work here,
Oh, are you the owner of this establishment?
Yes.
Well, I think you're responsible for anything that we might find around here.
Okay, I can see what you guys want. What if I give you a few vials and some gold and we, call it a deal? I can see your Orzov, a donation to the church, maybe.
Are you infringing
don't.
my work ethic? You saying I can't make an honest day's living?
The Orzov make a wonderful living. I give freely to the church all the time. I'm just saying.
I feel like we're supposed to fight the giant robot suit. But maybe you should just tell us what's going on.
I don't want you to. We've been working on this suit for a long time. I would really prefer you not to touch the suit. What would you?
I'm gonna start walking over to the suit. I'm gonna start walking over to it.
Wait, hold up now.
I'm gonna keep walking until he starts
Just-
talking.
Just what kind of donation do you want then?
The truth.
What truth?
Tell us what's going on here.
There is only one truth.
Okay,
I couldn't remember the rest.
we might have come into contact with some, aether. Someone was selling some high potency stuff. A merfolk with a bronze mask, a screaming face. He was selling some high potency aether on credit. Nobody sells this stuff on credit. You know how hard it is to get permits for this stuff even? Selling it on credit. All he wanted us to do was a little bit of research on some new suits for him. Large ones. Too large for anybody around here. That's all I know. But, yeah.
Do you have them here, or is it just a smaller version?
This is one of our prototypes, but he wanted, suits for centaurs and giants, suits for cyclopses, minotaurs, all sorts of suits. Most mech suits are for humans or goblins or, those of us who don't have as high a base strength, weren't born as strong. But he's wanting some suits for creatures of larger scale.
Is there such a market for that?
Well, this is merfolk, right? So probably Wait, no, those guys don't want to kill everything.
I mean, I think they might want them to dive on with the merfolk, it seems, or do some power
I
of
think
invasion.
probably what's going to happen is they're going to try to kill the city. This is like a war thing that's happening.
Well,
I'm gonna touch the suit though. Like I'm gonna put my hand on it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's
Just because.
it's just it like hums with power and machinery.
Just because they told me not to touch it.
That's
so
fair.
I'm gonna touch
That's
it.
fair.
Is this all we need to know?
Well.
do you have means of contacting that merfolk?
He gave me a address to drop the suits at when I was done, and he said if I didn't leave it there, that there would be consequences. You don't.
Sounds
you don't
like you
risk,
could use our protection then. You should come with us.
You don't risk angering a guy who gives out ether at that price. These powerful people who can come up with that kind of cash and.
Yeah, but we're
Well-
also connected to powerful people.
Well, the way I see it, either we bust you here and you don't deliver the suits and therefore get in trouble with them and us, or you work with us, you deliver the suits, don't get in trouble with them, and they get in trouble with us, and we, make sure that the justice is served and it doesn't concern you.
Okay. That's yeah. As long as it doesn't concern me, I'll keep going with my work here, and you guys can watch from a safe distance as long as I'm not interrupted and I can go about my business when this is all done.
Yeah, I think we can have some people watching this warehouse, and when you'll tell us that you'll be delivering the goods, then we can proceed onward.
What's the address?
He scribbles down an address for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I think our resolution here is that we convince him to
Yeah.
work with us so that we can get more info on the merfolk that apparently seems to be the bigger fish here, and we'll let him off with a smaller slap on the wrist for that, and
Yeah.
I think that's what we'll be presenting the sergeant here. Put some people that will be eyeballing them to make sure that they don't just book it, and
Yes.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's go figure out what we're doing next. I mean, I don't want the city to be destroyed. I have my stuff here.
Definitely.
Yes. We should head back and regroup. Is that going to be it?
Yeah. I was Ian.
Peter.
Devin.
Yeah, Nicole.
And this is sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.